Hi everyone, Nurse Phill here, founder of Support Worker Hub. Welcome to Support Worker Club and good to see you all. It's been a big day today, so I hope you've had a good day of work and can kick back and we'll have a great little session. So we'll see what you want to do. So this is Ask Nurse Phill. So ask me any questions you like during our session. I'm more than happy to answer anything. Today I was out in the south side of Brisbane and did some client-specific training on epilepsy training and epilepsy with seizure management and midazolam. Also did a bit on medications and how to use medications properly and what the law means to you. And from the feedback after with all the support workers we had today, the big feedback was they want to understand more about the law and how it impacts support workers because they feel like they're just getting put out to work. They've got no control because the client wants certain things and it might go against the law, but they feel like they have to do it, otherwise they don't get a job. So if you're feeling like that or you've got any questions around, what's your role and how the law works with you and what you can do if the participant's not agreeing with the way the law works, give us a call and leave us a message and we'll have a chat. So that's something I'll work on a bit and come back to you. Today, wanted to have a chat with you guys. We're getting a lot of people asking about, well, Nurse Phill, why do I need to bother studying? I don't need to study. Who cares? I'm working, and if they pay me to go do study, yeah, I'll do it when they pay me. But I'm not going to do anything on my own time. I'm not going to learn and develop in my own time because I'm too busy. I've got family. I've got a lot of other commitments outside of work. So as soon as I leave work, that's it. It's gone. Well, that's not really a good attitude to have. That is a really poor attitude, actually. And it was brought up in our session today, and I got a bit cranky about it, truthfully, because how do you get better at doing your job if all you're doing is walking in, clocking on, do your job, then clocking off? How are you going to learn when you've got questions? And every day you work, I guarantee you'll have a question that you need answered. I do all the time. So working in emergency, when I'm working there, I've got questions all the time. I'm always asking a colleague or I'm going on to Google, having a search and looking up to date, a couple of websites. And so we can keep current with our best practice. Just because I've been doing it for 30 years doesn't mean I'm the best at it or that I know everything about it. If you have that attitude, that is a very dangerous place to be because you don't realize that you're standing on the abyss, you're standing on the edge, and you think you're all good and calm up there until you fall in. And then who's going to save you? So until you've had one of those moments, it usually takes, unfortunately, it does take a moment of a catastrophe happening or some real bad incident happening for people to realize. But the biggest thing you need to do is be able to keep yourself knowledgeable and up to date with best practice. And one of the best ways is being humble about it, being humble and going, no, I don't know everything. I need to learn more and I'm always curious and I want to improve. So today I just want to go through 5 main points of how you can actually, what reasons actually that you can use to study and learn in your own time to get yourself better. Because that's one of the reasons we have Support Worker Club, is a place where you can come. We've got micro courses. We've got a few other videos there that I've put on, and we're getting more content all the time for you guys to come and learn and understand in your own time. But also, more importantly, we've also got our coaching. So you can ask me, Nurse Phill, and go, hey, Nurse Phill, I had this client the other day. There was a problem with the mum. They didn't want to do what the client wanted to do, but they're the guardian. What do I do? So we can talk through and answer those sort of things. So it's really good to learn and keep you going so you can feel confident that you're more comfortable in your workplace and doing the best practice out there. So let's get into it and let's talk about 5 reasons why it's really good for you guys to understand that doing self-development and doing professional development training is really important. So number 1, in the field with disability training and in our disability landscape, things are changing all the time. There is change all the time. Anytime you look on the news, NDIS comes up about something. There's like the other day, all the governments, the state and federal governments got together and was sorting out what to do with the ever-increasing amount of money going into NDIS and how they're going to peg it back. So that's really important for us to know what services are going to be cut back, what services are going to go ahead. You don't know that if you're not going to study and learn yourself. Or you might have a client with a condition that you've never heard of. They might have a heart problem. Might be something like an ASD. So that's where the hole between both atriums of the heart. You didn't know what that was? And then you can find out and go, what's ASD? What does it mean? What does it mean for my client? Can I go out and take them swimming? Can we go, into a park or run around? Or, are they going to get short of breath? So you can learn all those sort of things. So with disability, there is so much to learn. There's never a day that you could go, oh, I know everything. Now, if that day ever happens, I'd love to meet you because I don't see it. There's so many varieties. We've got, with NDIS, you've got your complex clients all the way to your mental health clients. You've got children to elderly and everything between. So there's always something evolving, something new, some new research that you need to learn. So really, really understand that and go, yeah, I can learn something every day. And I'm willing to take the time to do it. Really important. Number two is clients have a diverse preference of needs. Just because you're looking after one client and they have one disability, guarantee you, and we do a lot of nursing assessments. I'm always out doing nursing assessments because with disability, a lot of times they have a thing called a comorbidity, some medical health problem that is lifelong with them that stops them living their best life, something like diabetes. They might have a heart condition or heart failure, might have lung troubles, might have kidney troubles, might have a lot of other issues that affect them. Their gut might not work properly. They might have a bladder problem, all these sort of things. Understanding what's going on to make that person whole is really important. We just did our client-specific training today, and understanding the relationship with our client that had cerebral palsy, but also has epilepsy and osteoporosis and has risks of falling. How does all that work together? Being able to go, let's explore all these different topics and work out and piece together, how can I look after my client better and more safely because I know now that they've got cerebral palsy. I know now that they're at falls risk and they've got osteoporosis. These are the things that all work together, and I need to be really vigilant and watch out for falls with my client. Really important. So your client's preferences are what really takes it into account. Number three is critical thinking and problem solving. How many times have you had to think on the spot of what do I need to do better for my client? Or there's a problem there, what's going on? I'm always called in and doing clinical assessments, and they're going, Nurse Phill, what's going on here? I come in and do manual handling training, and they go, the client's not moving as well as they used to. Why is that? And so being able to critically think means you don't just see the problem that's there. You're able to take the next 3 or 4 steps down into that problem and go, what is the fundamentals of that problem that are causing the symptom you see at the top? Because most times what you see at the top is not the actual problem. The problem is usually deeper down. So being able to recognize that is critical thinking, and that's a really important skill to learn. So go and work that. That's really important. Number 4 is self-learning promotes professional growth and development. So just learning and being always curious and opening your mind and seeing new things and learning new ways helps develop. You become more confident. Like I'm always told at every training session, at the end of the day, I say, hey guys, what have you learned? How are you feeling? They all say they're feeling more confident and they're feeling a lot better with their practice, and they feel like they can go out there a lot easier and understand what's going on, which is really important because being support workers, a lot of times we work by ourselves, we work independently, and we have no one to rely on. So being able to have critical thinking skills and being able to problem solve and look those 3, 4 levels down into a problem is really helpful, and it will give you confidence. And that confidence comes off onto your client because they'll go, hey, you know what you're talking about. And they feel confident that even if you don't know what you're talking about, you'll go and research it and you will look deeper into the problem to fix it. So a really good handy hint. Number 5, educate. This is probably the most strongest one. This is probably the biggest point, is when you are learning, when you've got the passion to learn and you really want to learn like about disability or your area in disability, maybe behavioural or mental health or the high intensive supports like how to look after someone's skin or catheters or bowels or diabetes, you're showing a commitment. When you go to work and you go, oh, I'm just clocking on and I'm clocking off and that's it, I've had enough, don't care, I've got too much of my personal life, I'm just going to come to work because they'll pay me anyway. You're not actually showing a commitment to your client, and you're not actually showing a commitment to yourself to improve and be better at what you're doing. So having that ability to be curious, to learn, to go out and explore shows a commitment that you really invested, and you want to spend the time to make sure your client's having a better quality of life, but also you have a better confidence that you can go out there and you can handle all those situations, which makes a real big difference. So there you go. That is the 5 key reasons why learning and doing your own skills and development is so important. I hope you take them on board. So just to refresh them, we've got number 1 is the field of disability is always changing and evolving. It's always growing, and there's a lot out there that is new that we need to understand. Number 2, our clients' preferences and needs are always changing and evolving. So they're getting more complicated. Our clients needing more treatments. Our clients want to go and do more things. They might have different behavioural plans, different mental health plans, different like diabetes plans. And we need to understand all those things to help them. Number 3 is it really helps with your clinical judgment, helps with your critical thinking skills and your problem solving skills. So you can go into a situation and not know what's going on, but critically think about it in all those 3 to 4 levels and go, right, this is what the problem is. Let's get it sorted out. If I don't know the problem, I know where to get help to fix that problem. Because that's one of the things. Instead of standing there with a rabbit in the headlights, we actually understand and know what we're doing. Number 4, self-learning promotes self-growth and development. So it makes you feel better and more confident that you're getting a bigger body of knowledge and understanding how you're actually looking after your clients. And number 5, which is to me one of the real critical ones, is your commitment. So doing your own professional development, understanding that you are committed to helping your client and understanding that you can do better for yourself is a commitment, and you're showing that commitment. And that is really the most important thing. So thank you for spending some time with us. If you've got any questions, just leave us a note and ask Nurse Phill in the club. We're more than happy to help you. We'd really appreciate it if you can reach out to your friends and go, hey, come and join Support Worker Club. We'd love to have you on board and see if we can help each other. So we do a lot of education and training. There's a lot of coaching on here. I'm in here a lot of times during the week. And there's a community where you can talk with each other and work out the best ways. And that's another way you're showing commitment to each other to help your clients and yourselves be better practitioners. I wish you all good health and take care for now. My name's Nurse Phill. Bye-bye.